well, first of all, thank you. I'm leading this Smart Things team within Samsung Electronics. And we build Smart Things backend service and also app and everything involved to power up Smart Things. And so let me briefly introduce what this Smart Things is about. So some of you might already use our app. Smart Things is available on Android, iOS, and Windows as well. And this is the one that we built for smart home experience. So you want to set up a smart home device into your system so that you can monitor your home, and then you can control these devices, and then also you can automate what devices can work together under what condition and so on. So let me see the next screen. Okay, so the Samsung, we acquired Smart Things, the US company, many years ago, and have been sort of growing the platform with also many Samsung devices connected to it. So Samsung appliances like TVs and also many of mobile and mobile phones, and then tablets, and then and other Bluetooth devices as well. So we have a global operation and over 180 million registered users to Smart Things, and around 40% of them are sort of active in a month, meaning that they sort of use our system at least once a month, and tens of millions of devices are connected, and we process hundreds of thousands of transactions per second, and so on. So and then not just Samsung appliances, Smart Things. We have this open ecosystem, meaning that any partners who like to integrate their devices or services into our platform, they can do this with the tool that we provide through Developer Workspace. And so we have many partners around the world, and many devices have been already integrated with us. And just at a glance, how we sort of kind of block diagram of how system is put together. We have this backbone that we call Smart Things Cloud, and it has a bunch of microservices running on a cloud, and our app is connected to this cloud, and then also has persistent connection so that we can send in real time device status to the app when this user is using the app or other functions related to device automation. And also this, we have Smart Things Hub. This is a device that connects Zigbee, Z-Wave, and some Wi-Fi devices to the hub and to our cloud. And many of devices, some of them are connected directly to our servers, and some of them connect to the hub first and then to the cloud, because these devices have Zigbee, Z-Wave, they don't have IP to connect to the internet. And our partner has access to SDKs and APIs and all those things, so that they can either have their device integrated to our platform or use our API to build their own service, or build service on top of our platform using our API. And I'll talk about what kind of solutions can be built and available to customers a bit later. And so, it's an IoT Day event. So I want to talk about sort of smart home experience. So today's smart home experience, and why people want to use app like Smart Things app for their for convenience of their life. So, bunch of devices these days, even like appliances used to be like the ones that used to be the white goods appliances used to be kind of just big metal and then buttons, right? But now many of them have smart functions and they're connected to the platform to provide those smart functions. And since these appliances and even like TVs, since they have limited user interface, like, washing machine, it has only buttons. It doesn't even have, like displays, many of them, right? So we provide this kind of intelligent or smart functions through SmartThings app. So for instance, some appliances that we have, they sort of, the platform sort of monitors how customers use this, what kind of sort of cycles that they use for most of their kind of wash loads, and then we customize the next cycle for them. Or we automatically determine the how filthy your laundry is, and then we suggest that you may want to use kind of more detergent for better cleaning. Kind of thing. So that's all through kind of SmartThings interaction provided by SmartThings. And also we provide some deep integration with Galaxy devices, the smartphones, with smart home features, so that users who do not, who find this kind of smart home experience a little kind of a little difficult to use, can sort of experience this through the apps that they're familiar with. And then we also, so we provided this ways for our customers to sort of automate sort of device functions, to customize their needs for a while, and then realize that although many power users, they use these functions, and then some of them are they have like hundreds of devices, and then they have a very interesting sort of automation, like if this then that, and like a very complicated automation routines. But most of our customers, we find that although they're interested, but they don't they are not familiar with this kind of programming logics and so on, so they don't know how to best use of these connected devices. So we provide sort of curated solutions for those customers, so that they can just plug in their devices and then get sort of this smart kind of experience out of box. And I'll explain what they are in next slide. And also, we wanted to use this interface to have better engagement with our customers. For instance, we can sort of collect diagnostic data of appliances, and so that we can provide some recommendations to our customers, like, the filters need to be sort of replaced so that you can have better, your like air purifier should work better, or air conditioner needs a new filter, or that kind of thing, so that right, people can have sort of can better utilize their connected devices. So these are some of the examples that you can see from if you have a Galaxy smartphone device. So we launched these 4 of them early this year. So for instance, this clock thing. So in the phone, on the phone, the Galaxy phone, you have this clock app where you sort of set up alarm, morning alarm, and so on. And so for users who have already some devices connected to SmartThings, we added this little thing there, say that, wake up with smart devices. So if you click that, then you will see those connected devices, and then you can just easily sort of select, which devices that you want to turn on when your alarm goes off. And so many of our users use this sort of to turn on lights and like roll the shades up, and some folks sort of turn a TV on, so that they have the alarm goes off, and then everything kind of works on their own to help you get ready for your day. And also we have this smart view built-in function on our smartphone, so that you can easily sort of cast mirror your like screen phone to TV. And when they do that, we added this feature where once again, if you have connected light bulbs, we just show this pop-up screen saying that, oh, then you want to also optimize, you want to also like turn off these lights, and then have this your shade down so that you have a better sort of movie experience or whatnot, so that users can sort of do that kind of setup in their flow. And calendar, you can also set a reminder displayed on TV, or if you have a smart speaker, or through smart speaker. And weather app. So in the weather app, so you like on the background screen, you often have this weather widget, right? And this weather thing shows you like weather and outdoor air quality and so on. And in Korea, unfortunately, we have quite a few days, usually in the spring, that we have bad air, like air pollution. So there's like dedicated space for this air quality. And then in that, so if you have air purifier connected to your SmartThings, then we sort of automatically show up your indoor air quality there as well, so that you can check both outdoor air quality and indoor air quality in the same place. And also this year, we launched this program called Galaxy Upcycling at Home. Many devices, I mean, these days, you sort of upgrade your smartphone like in, I don't know, maybe every other year or every 3 years. But smartphone, if you look at it, it's a great like home IoT sensor. It has camera, microphone, and all the other sensors and so on. So many of our engineers and myself, we looked at it. We looked at those phones and saying, wow, gosh, I mean, what if we just use this sort of old Galaxy phone as a sort of home IoT sensor or device? And so we built this two sort of application for now, so that you can turn sort of old Galaxy phone as a sort of SmartThings connected light sensor and or sound sensor. So, like for instance, like, so I use both at home. So for sound sensor, I have 2 poodles, and so it detects like dog barking sound. And I can sort of have them recorded when this barking sound is detected, so that I can hear sort of, when my dogs bark, usually when sort of delivery person comes and whatnot. And then light sensor, brightness sort of sensor is useful to automate sort of lighting scene. So, when it's like at this time and then it's dark, then turn on light and so on. And, so, and then this is the thing that I talked about this kind of curated solution that we are offering. So we have this air purifiers and then third-party air quality monitors. Also, you can connect to a SmartThings platform, but people sometimes do not know what to do with this, right? So what we did was we released this SmartThings Air solution within SmartThings app, and anyone can download, but in Korea and then soon in the US, maybe next week, like in July. You can download it in the US. It's within SmartThings app. It's kind of small, like service card. Then, it sort of gets the air quality information from our sources. And then it sort of recommends you, like if the outdoor air quality is better than indoor air quality, then we sort of suggest that, oh, you may want to open up the doors to have better fresh air. And the other way around, then we sort of recommend our users to close the doors and whatnot. And SmartThings Energy, this is the one that we are super excited about. And so many, all those Samsung appliances that can be connected to SmartThings, they also send us power energy consumption data. And users can monitor the energy consumption of their devices through SmartThings Energy app in a very kind of convenient way. You can see graph and so on. And also, if you buy the SmartThings compatible energy, the smart plug, which has energy meter, then you can monitor energy use of sort of any appliance that you plug that into a smart plug. And SmartThings Cooking is a sort of solution that we launched last year. So many sort of cooking appliances, sometimes you have a recipe and it says, oh, like 180 degree for like 20 minutes. And then you have to go to your oven and then to set the temperature and then whatnot, right? So what we do is, why don't we make this easy for our users? So we integrated a recipe solution into this so that you can sort of browse your recipe and then find something and you say, oh, I want to sort of cook this. And then when you're ready to turn your oven, and then you click it, and then that information, configuration data sends to your oven, like connected oven, so that you don't have to worry about like setting the right temperature, right time. It just sets, and then you can sort of start cook button to bake or something. And SmartThings Pet is the one that we launched in Korea a month ago, and we'll launch this soon into other countries this year. So this is something that I'm really passionate about, very excited about, and passionate about. Like I said, I have 2 poodles, and this robot vacuum cleaner. You can use a robot vacuum cleaner with a camera. Or camera device, and use this device to monitor what your pet is doing at home. And I have this robot vacuum cleaner with a really nice lidar sensor and camera. And sometimes so my dogs, I have also cameras in my home in the living room to monitor my pets. But sometimes they sort of go somewhere, right? And I can sort of remotely control my robot vacuum cleaner to sort of find out where my poodles are. And also you can sort of set it up so that it sort of automatically goes to some place to sort of watch out for your pet and whatnot. Okay, next. For not just like appliances, but for like Bluetooth devices that you have, or for other objects that you want to sort of keep track of, we have solution called like SmartThings Find, so that you can easily sort of find misplaced items. With this Galaxy Smart Tag, you sort of attach to this object and then onboard that tag to SmartThings app. And then you download the SmartThings Find solution. Then you can sort of get the location information of where that tag has been spotted. So the tag itself doesn't have GPS; it only has Bluetooth. But how it works is it sort of broadcasts its sort of privacy sensitive ID, meaning that it sort of rotates its ID in a cryptographically secure way every 15 minutes. And then sort of we have many of those what we call like helper node. So the many Galaxy devices that are part of this SmartThings Find community. And then when they sort of sense this Bluetooth signal from Galaxy Smart Tag or other devices part of SmartThings Find, it's sort of that the one that helper device sends its own location with the ID, so that when the owner wants to look up the location of their own device, they can pull that location data and then sort of show and then look at it, right? And what else? Another thing that we did with this Smart Tag is it has a button, and then we sort of provide a way that users can map this button function to to control smart devices or send a message to your sort of family members and whatnot. So for instance, I have Smart Tag, like this one here connected to earbuds, and then this button. So I can click this button twice to sort of ring my phone so that I can find my phone. and also one button, so turns off all the lights. So that way, this can be a sort of really entry device for people to experience sort of smart home life. And the exciting thing is we added UWB sort of capability to Smart Tech Plus device. So if you have a UWB equipped phone like S21 Plus Ultra and Note 20 Ultra and Fold device, then you can, and then if you have a Smart Tech Plus, you can sort of find it using sort of augmented reality thing, because UWB, as some of you know, have a very accurate distance and the direction, the angle positioning. So with the tag and then UWB tag and UWB phone, this can be done. So let me sort of show you how that would work with using this video. Okay, so that shows how this AR finding would work in practice, and you can try out if you have eligible phone and Galaxy Smart Tech Plus. And also, we believe that life is not just confined in the home or on the phone, right? You spend a lot of time in the car, and so adding this way to control your home from the car is also important. So we added this smart things capabilities into Android Auto, so that you can sort of use this smart things in Android Auto in a situation like, if you are close to your home, like you can use this geofencing of with your phone's GPS. And so if you're close to your home, and then like open up the garage if you like, and turn on sort of some like outdoor lights or whatnot. And the same thing, if you are leaving away from home, we can detect that for you. And then you can set up automation using Android Auto and smart things like close up the garage door and whatnot. And also we integrated with Daimler. So that for selected Mercedes, you can use Hey Mercedes voice assistant to control your devices in your home connected to smart things. And we also yes.
Sorry, I'm Hannah from VC, and I just had a question. Maybe I missed something. I just want to know whether your smart devices are collaborating with each other, and if yes, so how the scheduling between them works. For example, let's say you want to first start your toaster in the morning and then put your clothes on the dryer or maybe washing machine and then the dryer. So have you considered this?
Oh yes, very good question. So yes, so the simplest form of so routine or automation is like turn on everything together or turn off everything together, or like, doing things together. But like someone said, in many cases, you wanna make sure that things sort of happen in sequence, right? You do this and then this, or you do this, wait for some, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then do this. So yes, we provide this kind of advanced routine creator. But that's not through the app, because it's really hard to do it with the like fingers within the app. So that's on the sort of web front end. So that's available. So that capabilities we have.
Thank you. That answers my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So sorry to interrupt, Andra here. I just wanted to mention, if you guys have questions, it would be great to use Slack for that. And I think it was great to have this sort of interaction. If you want to unmute yourselves and ask the questions, just form a queue in the Slack, and let's keep them for, like in 5 minutes from now. So we leave Jae-Young to actually finish, all the keynote. But yeah, thanks so much. Sorry to interrupt. Yep.
Okay, all right. Well, cool. So I mean, this is my last slide, and so I'm ready to take questions. And so this one is, so like I said, another thing that we realize is that people are very interested in doing something to make their life sort of easier with some smart devices, but they don't know like which devices to buy and which devices are compatible and where to buy and whatnot. So we provide this kind of, like, we call this Smart Things Small, but we are not, running e-commerce or anything like that. This is just the page that says, oh, these, if you want to do this, then, oh, you might want to use these and these devices, because we know that with these devices, you can, you can create this use case. So, and then the last thing is about, like I mentioned briefly, smart devices, they're fun to have and all this, but if they are not working, it's not good, right? So we are collecting diagnostic data so that, for instance, like Samsung appliances, we can, so when you call customer support, if you sort of grant this customer support agent the right permission to look at your appliances diagnostics data, then they can sort of look at the data that's been collected and then sort of give you like easier way to fix. So that's another thing. Yep. So this is it.